Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Putty from the Monster Hunter podcast.
And from TeamworkCast as well. This is another exciting video. This time around, we are in a very different kind of tournament. We are at the regionals in Düsseldorf on the 10th of May, organized by the Mage Store. So this is a serious, high-profile tournament right now, Nick.
Is it really?
It is super serious.
A lot of great players here.
Yes, and me. So yes, this is going to be an interesting game. We are playing. I'm facing Alex, also known as Aragon 102, and he's playing Next Design, Nick, and I'm playing.
Design. I just made a deck for X Design.
So how does Next Design work? What's the deal with that?
So what Next Design does is if they have, ice in their hand at the beginning, they can install up to 3 pieces of ice with no more than 1 single ice per server, and then they draw their cards again until they have 5.
And then they start the game. So that's what my opponent just did. That's what Aragon just did on the left. And I'm playing Silhouette, a new identity from Honor and Profit, and her ability is that I can expose a card whenever I make a successful run on HQ. No, the first time I make a successful run on HQ every turn.
Very nice.
So Aragon just installed 2 cards here in front of HQ and R&D and discarded a card. Why did he discard a card? That's weird.
He's baiting you, man. I hope you don't fall for it.
How does it work? Why did he discard? Huh? That's really weird. I'm confused by this.
He drew a card, didn't want anything, took 3 credits, and called it a day.
He installed 2. Oh yes, you're right. Yes, indeed. That the 2 installed cards were from Next. I was a little bit confused. All right, so I'm playing Kitty Jones and Mr. Lee, and this is a good start for me right there.
Best friends.
Best friends. Mr. Lee is getting me. I can draw 2 cards in this card 1, or put it on the bottom of my library. And Kitty Jones is the girl with the money.
Oh, I see a Jackson Howard in his hand.
Will we see a Jackson Howard? Uh-oh.
So it is storming outside right now while we're recording this. So if you hear thunder and maybe me screaming, it's just because there's lightning.
Or maybe it's like the recording of the game, because maybe there's like psiotic storms going on between our 2 minds.
It's true, but I don't have a thunder buddy, so I may be scared.
All right, so this is actually the first game in the tournament, and the tournament went like from very early to very, very late. So this is incredibly early. This is like 9 o'clock. I had to get up like at 6 or so. So it's like I'm really my brain's not working properly right now. So that's an excuse for every mistake I make here, and my opponent of course as well. So I'm making a run on HQ and discover a guard.
Guard. Guard's the one that says you have to encounter the next ice. You can't break anything.
No, it's the one that says end the run and it cannot be skipped.
Okay.
And also make a run on R&D and discover an Eli. So 2 ice that stop me, but I forced my opponent to rest a little bit.
So would you classify yourself as Bandit Keith in this tournament? You're from America.
As a queef?
Bandit Keith.
What is that?
Bandit Keith's from the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon.
I never saw the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon. I'm sorry.
Just imagine saying, "We don't do that in America."
Oh yeah. I saw that video in America. So Alex just raised Jackson Howard. So here we have our Jackson Howard that we talked about.
Yeah.
Very popular card. A card that will allow him to draw a lot of other cards. And then he installs another card in a server, unprotected. So I have to say, this tournament was a little bit difficult for me because I had like 2 decks, and both decks are very untested.
Really?
Yeah. So my Corporation deck is basically like a net deck from an identity that worked 2 times I played, and it was alright. I'm gonna play it in a tournament. By the way, I'm playing a Sure Gamble to money up a little bit, and the Silhouette deck. I was working a lot actually on a Silhouette deck to make it work, but it never actually was very effective. I felt so. Yeah, both are a little bit wonky. Yes, so I'm playing Quality Time to get up more cards. Sweet. So the Silhouette deck, basically the idea is I was playing very effectively with a Chaos Theory deck last time, right?
Yeah, Chaos Theory.
So I basically took the Chaos Theory deck and made it a Silhouette deck because they have the same amount of cards and the same, influence, but it's a different fraction.
I like Silhouette's ability. I played somebody on Octagon, and you actually had bad luck with that deck. The Surgical Strike Silhouette, where she could know where everything was so she didn't have to bother running.
Well, we're going to see her ability get used here, hopefully quite well. I'm playing a prepaid voice pad to play events cheaper. Yes.
For these guys, he's probably going to be playing heavy ice, I would imagine.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, you would assume that there's a lot of ice going on very soon. All right, so I'm playing another Quality Time. As you can see, there's a lot of card draw in my deck, so I'm chugging through the very, very small deck of Silhouette, getting all of the cards that I need. But so far, we don't see too much ice from him right now, right?
No, that's the strange thing, and especially since he discarded a card right away. That is very strange.
It seems probably that maybe he had a bad draw at the beginning.
Possibly.
But it's not like I can get through his eyes, sadly. I'm not getting any breakers out. I'm just getting another prepaid voice pad and another same old thing to replay events from my discard pile. Really not setting up any aggressive things right now.
I wonder... I'm anxious to see, mostly because I'm very interested in this identity.
In Silhouette?
No. In Next.
Ah.
Next design. I have only been designing corporate decks lately. I had fun with Wizard and the Professor for a long time, and then I thought, well, I should probably start getting back to the corporate, see what happens.
Getting back to the corporate folks, that's where the money is, right?
It is. I am a rule follower, not a rule breaker.
You're saying that, but that's absolutely not true from knowing you. Absolutely not true.
I always make thumbnails with everything placed correctly.
No! You're breaking the rules! You're a loose cannon, Nicholas.
Uh-oh. See, look at this. Sure gamble. In your hand, you can't play it because you only have $1.
Yes.
If you had Beanstalk royalties, you could play it right now.
Yeah. It's not going too well for me. And also my opponent, Alex, is kind of like setting up some weird servers. There are 2 servers non-protected and then an empty server protected by nothing. And look at me being a total bozo right now. I'm playing a card and it seems like I'm playing Special Order. But then I'm drawing 4 cards?
What have you done?
It's like I'm completely confused, and the finger from Alex says, like, what are you doing there? And I'm like, whoa, shit, this is the wrong card. I actually want to play an express delivery.
Well, at least he called you on it. Otherwise, we would have heard about it in the comments.
That's true. So, yeah, I'm playing Express Delivery. Many people are very down on Express Delivery. Many people don't like this card. It's a new one.
People are down also on... now I can't remember what the card is. Lawyer Up. People do not like the card Lawyer Up, which I don't understand.
Lawyer Up is the best. I don't know why people don't like it. Yeah.
So many decks concentrate on the tags. Getting rid of the tags? Amazing.
And Express Delivery gets you draw 4 cards, but you get to keep only one of them, and the rest is going to be shuffled back into the deck. I don't know, I like that. It's not a replacement for card draw, so if you're looking for a card draw, and Express Delivery won't help you. But it can be very helpful to fish exactly the kind of card that you're looking for.
I just realized I said Beanstalk royalties and implied that it was a runner card. But now I can't remember what the name of the runner equivalent is.
Easy Mark.
Easy Mark, that's what... Yes.
Easy Mark. This is my... Easy Mark is my avatar on the Netrunner forums.
Well, I should join the Netrunner forums.
Yeah, well, I'm using and it's a German Netrunner forum, so...
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, you can't join us, it's German. You guys have... German.
Germany has way more active fan sites, it seems.
Maybe. So he's playing a hedge fund and then a restructure. Excellent. Moneying up like there's no tomorrow.
Sounds like it's time for an account siphon.
It seems like it, but there's also like not a lot of like advancement or anything going on. There's still 2 cards not so service, and we don't know what it is. So I'm sure gambling up. It's like both of us are just preparing for the big confrontation. None of us is doing anything aggressive.
Yeah, I just played one of the most aggressive runners I have ever played in my life.
He was in your face.
Man, within the first turn, he had 4 runs. He didn't even bother to install anything. He just ran.
Well, that's a good strat. Probably I should have done this myself here. Although, I mean, I basically did, and he rests all the cards, and I'm basically stumped now. All right, so now comes a true special order. A true special order. I'm actually looking through the cards now. All right, I'm getting out the Garrote. And I think Garrote is one of the mistakes in my deck, and we're going to see this in the future as well. Because it is a very good Sentry Breaker, but the problem is you want to get the Sentry Breaker out first, right?
Yeah.
And Garrote is very difficult to get out. It costs 7 money. That's a lot of money.
I have been enjoying the card Eureka lately. High-priced ice. You mix it in with Oracle May and Recommendation. I think it's Recommendation. The one that lets you look at the top card.
Wait a minute. Alex just scored accelerated beta test. And so he's using it. He's drawing 3 cards and bam! Archer, Viper, and 1 card in Archives.
Oh, free Archer. Dang.
Sweet. Although, I feel like Archer is more effective when you actually res it in the face of the runner. I mean, now it's like very, very taxing, but now it's like not going to trash any programs, On the other hand, I don't have any programs out anyway, so whatever.
I managed to res an Archer yesterday, and I trashed 3 Kaisa. Or is it 2 Kaisa? 2 Kaisa.
That's pretty sweet. If you can manage that is really nice. All right, so I am running on Archives, and Alex is forced to use his Jackson Howard to get things out of his discard pile.
Goodbye, hedge fund.
Well.
I love these guys. They all have amazing little shuffle moves.
Yeah, everybody has like their own style. Only my style is like really awkward. But I think it's also partly because I'm using those shields, those transparent shields. They don't shuffle so well.
They're a lot harder than the sleeves he's using, right?
Yeah, well, because the ones he's using, they have like this special surface that makes them slide against each other very easily, and the transparent ones they tend to stick together a little bit.
I see a wall of static in his hand.
Uh-oh. So his centrals are fairly well protected now. I mean, if I get out the Sentry Breaker, I might get into his HQ, but I mean, come on, I would have to pay so much money to get in there with Archer being up right now.
This is why I love the Haas Bioroid derivatives. They are amazing.
Well, this is a Wayland one, but yeah.
Oh, it's a Wayland?
Yeah, Archer is Wayland. But yeah, definitely, like taxing people is very, very good for the central server. So I'm getting out my 3rd iPad now. I have 3 iPads, Nick.
Why do you need them? Do you have 3 hands?
I need one for the toilet, one for the living room, and one for the bedroom.
Oh, I didn't mean the ice. I meant the deck. I love the Haas Bioroid. Because next design is a Haas. Alex
plays a Biotech Labor and scores another accelerated beta test out of hand. This time not triggering it. Or no, he does trigger it.
He does trigger it, but nothing there.
Nothing there. Oh, how unfortunate. And of course he has no time, no click to do any protection. I'm running on Archives. He's using another Jackson Howard. And he's rescuing... There are 2 agendas. I can see 2 agendas there.
Oh, that almost went terribly for him.
That almost went horribly indeed. So he's shuffling the agendas back into his hand, but a smart move to just have like a Jackson Howard out for the emergency, and then just beta testing away. it can get you a free archer if you do it right. All right, so I am using Mr. Lee. I am checking out. I want to have a card that can help me right now, which might be. I think I have 2 breakers out in my hand.
Have you been using Silhouette's ability?
No, not yet, because I never got to HQ yet.
Oh, but you've run on Archive. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I run on Archives, but not on HQ. All right, I'm getting out a Desperado.
Desperado.
It would be nice if I got out the breaker and started running on things. I think one of the mistakes I made in this tournament is I was taking way too much time in setting up my rigs.
Yeah, this is the problem that I have, because I really like elaborate rig setups.
Yeah.
Like, here I need a logos, and we'll put in some. Yeah. But
I think Katie Jones is kind of like enforcing that kind of habit, because what you want to do is, like, we want to keep clicking Katie Jones until there's so much money that you can get it like with one click, and then get all of the breakers out in one turn.
Oh, there's dirty laundry.
All right, so I'm doing another quality time to get even more cards. Hand full of cards. Not sure what to do. A lot of cards I want to keep. Not too many clicks to play them. And of course, I use all my iPads this turn.
Have you used Katie already? You have not.
Okay, I haven't used Katie. There's a lot of money on Katie right now. All right, I'm getting out. Not sure if I'm getting out it. Maybe. Yeah, I'm getting out a decoy. In this tournament, I decided to go with decoys instead of blastcretes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Corroder.
And I'm bringing out a Corroda. And what else? Yeah, I haven't paid for the Corroda. Alex is kind enough to remind me. And then I'm clicking Katie, and then there's probably going to be a lot of discarding going on.
Nope. Put your cards away.
I'm going to notice it eventually, don't worry. Or maybe not. Wait, I played 2 cards, so maybe it's 5. I have whatever. So Alex meanwhile has some pretty sweet server going on right there with 2 eyes in front of it and a card that is being advanced inside. Ooh. Ooh.
You better get over there.
That's a challenge right there for me. What will I do now?
6 cards. Is that 6 cards in your head?
Is it? Have you counted it?
Yeah.
No, come on. I'm cheating. Dirty cheater. Seriously? Are there 6 cards?
I think there's 6 cards. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
You gotta stop fidgeting. Stop fidgeting.
I'm
3, 4,
thinking.
5, 6. Yeah. 6.
Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing.
It's okay. He hasn't noticed either.
How can he notice? He cannot.
Well,
tell.
your cards are fanned out a few times. It's just not something you think about.
All right. There's thinking going on. I am challenged to run this. This might be an agenda, and I need to find out if it's an agenda or not. And then I will still need, some opportunity to actually run it. So I'm doing some thinking. How many clicks things take. And my rig is incomplete right now. I only can break barriers with my Corroda.
And I see you've taken Katie.
Yeah, so the first click has to be getting the money from Katie. And there was a lot of money on Katie. I think 18?
Yes.
Yeah, 18, yeah. So that's a lot of money on Katie.
I hope Garodi's next.
Garodi is next, indeed.
Or Garot.
Garodi, I don't know. How do you spell it?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask the Google.
Garot. Let's say Garot. And so the Garot comes out, the dog. And then with a third click, I am account siphoning.
Ooh, very good. As long as you can get through Archer.
I can get through Archer because both Archer and Guard are both sentries. So getting Garot out was a smart move there. And yes, I'm paying a lot of money. I think it costs 8 in total to get through. So yeah, not a very, I'm not making a lot of plus on this entire run. but at least I'm taking money away from him, and I expose the card, and it is indeed a Project Vitruvius.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I have 1 click left, and he only has only 3 credits. I'm hoping that whatever ice he has installed there, that it is ice too expensive to res with just 3 credits.
The internet tells me that it is Garot or Garot.
All right, Garot.
Or Garot.
Garot.
Depending on what part of the States you are from, I guess.
Which part of the States is Germany? Garotte!
Who knows? I don't know. Germany's like the Midwest.
Okay.
You're in the middle.
In somewhere. All right, so I'm doing a dirty laundry run on that server, and he cannot res anything, and I'm scoring it, and I'm forgetting to get the six credits that this run got me, because I got 5 credits from the dirty laundry and 1 credit from Desperado.
You guys are so crowded up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of room here. I mean, he still has some room back where his hands are, but he's one of those people who encroaches on my territory, who plays the psychological game. All right, another Jackson being rezzed.
Did he just draw 3 cards with Jackson?
Well, I think if he did, then I'm not blaming him, because I have also too many cards on my hand.
Man, the rules are just out the window for this tournament.
It's very early. We're both very nervous. It's the first game. It's the game where you get the shakes. Later on, the shakes kind of subside. Oh, now I remember the 6 credits. Yay me for thinking.
Good job, past Krystian. Look at all this cash you got. Suddenly this game has turned around.
Well, that's true, but also I have still 2 tags. And I'm kind of worried that he can get rid of Katie Jones. Will he get rid of Katie Jones? He will get rid of Katie Jones. Ow! There goes Katie Jones. Bye-bye, Katie. I have another Katie Jones in my deck. I have 2 Katie Joneses.
She will be back.
Hopefully. Right now, he installs a card in his server and calls it a day.
You need another account save. Oh no, I guess he can't. He still can't really res anything. So at this point, I have to wonder.
So I'm confused because there's a funny thing. I put the Katie Jones for some reason underneath my discard pile, not on top of it. And I'm like, wait a minute, are both Katie Joneses in the discard pile? Where is the second Katie Jones, Where did they put the Katie Jones? Did they put it on top of my R&D? What is going on here? So I'm like panicking here, like, am I like, okay, I have to draw a card, and if she's on top, then I made a mistake.
Wow.
This is, I think this was because in Mr. Lee you put it underneath, right? So I instinctively put her underneath my discard pile. First click, a run on his HQ. Very expensive run there. So in total I have to pay 9, but I get 1 back. So it's 8 credits for 1 run on HQ.
That's so much money.
Very expensive, but I get to see a card that might be good. Throwing a lot of 5s there, and I see a roto turret. So nothing, but I get to expose. So I get to see what kind of card he installed there, and it is a melange, so this gives me time now. So I know I have 3 clicks left to do something else. I don't have to trash the melange right away.
I think you should just get $3.
Right.
You power shutdown.
Emergency shutdown on the Archer, indeed. That is one of the best plays in the game ever, and that's why paying the 9 credits or 8 credits to get into HQ really was useful. It wasn't a wasteful activity.
And he's getting the cash. Give me the cash.
He's using Melange Mining Corp to get 7 credits but skip his entire turn.
Give me the cash.
He wants the cash. He wants the C. Still can't do anything about code gates. but so far it looks a little bit better for me than it looked previously. I'm using Mr. Lee again. Difficult choice. Do I want an inside job or a dirty laundry? Inside job or dirty laundry? What would you keep?
I think I keep inside job.
Inside job. You want to get into servers.
Yeah.
But which server?
The future.
You want to get into the future server.
Yeah.
A server that it doesn't exist right now, but will eventually, and it will be horrible to get into it without an inside job.
Correct.
I know that server. That server in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
The mind server.
The mind.
Alright, still thinking what to do there. Not exactly sure.
You could try to run. How expensive is it for you to run on R&D?
R&D would be, I don't know, like at least 4 for Eli and then something else for the Viper.
It's not worth it unless you have the. Oh, why can't I remember the names of cards?
Alright, playing Dirty Laundry on that one server there. To get in there. Forcing him to rest things if it succeeds. I'm trashing the thing and I'm getting the money. Yeah, so I'm trashed Melange Mining Corp and I got the money from Dirty Laundry and I got money from Desperado and he didn't rest anything, curiously. I'm playing Hostage.
Who are you getting?
Another
Katie Jones?
Of course.
What if she's not in the deck?
That would be very embarrassing. Then probably I would have to get something like a decoy, but yes, I played Katie Jones. Oh, by the way, I removed the tags I had. One of the tags I removed was using the decoy, and the other tag I removed manually.
Man, he started out so strong, and you've come back to like haunt him.
Yeah, it seems like Alex is not really drawing any agendas, because I know that he has biotic labor, and I know that he has enough money to score something out of hand. So he could have just pooped out another agenda, but he's not doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has bad card draw. And Jackson Howard there is kind of helping him, I think, right now, because he can just chew through his deck a little bit to get to the agenda he needs to win the game.
Winning the game!
Meanwhile, I am using Mr. Lee. I'm figuring out... There's a lot of cards in my discard pile, so I do have a lot of tools at my disposal if I play a same old thing, which I do right now. I see the Guardian Blade in my hand. I'm not playing it right now because I don't need it, technically. I'm thinking about playing it now because I do have the money. So I'm playing it. Alright, so my full breaker suite is out. All of the best breakers in the world.
Oh-ho!
All of the best breakers.
All the breakers, all the time.
And I'm
You're so
Katie.
Excited you knock over all of your pawns.
Yeah, no, that was cool. That was psychological warfare. I want to make him think that I'm a clumsy fool. Of course, I'm not a clumsy fool at all. Not me.
Me either. Wink, wink.
And there is a restructure being played. Yes.
There's no Bioroid research in this deck, and it's strange to me. Come on. If you're going to play next design, you got to get Wotan out there. Lord of the Ice!
You are a big fan of... I want to see a game where you play Wotan, please. I want to see it. I want you to take a deck and go to like regional and play like a Wotan only deck.
Oh man, if only. I just built a deck with 3 Wotan in it. Why not? Just throw them all out there.
It's the Lord of Ice.
What are you gonna do? It's Cyber Gandalf.
I want you to be like, to come over to the opponent every time you play it and like, it's the Lord of Ice, like right in their face.
I need a collar.
Alex installed 2 cards in this new server now.
Ooh. That is a tempting server.
So I'm shuffling through my discard pile and just can't believe what kind of cards are in there. I'm figuring out what to do, what my options are. I'm same old thinking, a account siphon. Alex has gotten a lot of money, so there is some really tasty money I can grab from R&D. He doesn't. Now this is a little risky thing because he could res Archer. To stop me basically, but then of course he would forfeit. 2-point agenda, and that would be really bad for him.
That would be bad for him.
So yeah, I'm getting through, and I'm getting all the monies in the world, and I'm getting get to expose a card as well. Do I remember this? Yes, I do remember. So I'm exposing one of the cards in the server. It is another. With shaking hands, he reveals another Project Vitruvius.
He's gonna get it. No, don't get it.
But now he has a lot of money, so he can rest stuff if he wants to.
Is he going to, though?
I remember getting the 2 tags. Apparently Katie gets the tags, not me. Whatever.
Katie's just that cool.
I'm running the server. He thinks about resing.
Oh, toll booth.
Uh-oh. Toll booth.
Oh, no.
A very taxing ice, and my arch enemy. I hate toll booth. Because it's so expensive to get through that. It's like 3 plus 3 plus 1, so it's like 7 credits to get through there.
So much money.
So much. Even face checking hurts it. Alright, so I see both cards. It is curiously there was a corporate troubleshooter. I wonder why he hasn't used it. Because now it's gone.
I'll miss you.
And the other, of course, was the Project Vitruvius we saw previously. So we are both at 4 points right now. Things are going well for me. I am catching up. And things are not going so well for Alex. He is having troubles to score the agendas. I wonder why he hasn't used like a Biotic Labor to score it out. I can see a Biotic Labor on his hand, you know?
Oh man, he's so nervous. Everything's just going everywhere.
I tell you, the first game is the shaky game. It's always, everybody has the shakes in the first game. Alright, running on his hand. He's one of the people who holds the cards very high, so we cannot see what I see. I think there's another roto turret I saw there. Or maybe the same roto turret.
Ooh.
Did I get to expose a card?
Wonder why did he just shake his hand?
He shuffled his hand.
I shuffled his hand.
Did I get to? Have I forgotten to expose a card?
Look at how hard you're thinking right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on right now.
My goodness.
Oh, by the way, I think the last time I used same old thing for the account siphon, I think I forgot to use the click there. Second click there, so I think I got one too many click. I am dirty cheater in this game. I'm getting even better. With every game, I'm getting better. Now I'm cheating like there's no tomorrow.
So by the end of this tournament, are you just an amazing cheater?
No, that would mean I would maybe win. Alright, so I'm running the archives, and he uses Jackson Howard to get some cards from his archives. He gets a Biotic Labor. That's very smart, I think. If he wants to poop out more agendas, and then he gets a
hedge fund.
Hedge fund.
Needs those. He's been running low on money the whole game.
Yeah, well, after 2 account siphons, that's something that can happen.
That's true.
And after resing a toll booth, man, that was also expensive. You have to consider. Oops, I don't want to cut his deck. I don't care anymore.
Cut your own deck.
This is getting too tense. I cannot deal with that anymore.
The most hated cutters that I have, they'll say, take the top 5 cards off of the top of the deck and put them on the bottom.
That's the worst. In which order? I cannot decide. Alright, so I am what? Two clicks. Is
that the same old thing?
I spend the same Yes, there is the same old thing, and I'm running out. So the same one click, same old thing. Second click, run on HQ. Get to see a card. It's the fourth card we know, but we don't know which card it is. Mystery card. Apparently not very important. Then I'm running.
Wall of static.
Why did he risk the wall of static? Oh no, I did expose the ice in front for the Chimera. The toll booth.
You guys are fidgeting like crazy people.
Yeah, it's really kind of difficult now. I was worried that I would lose the game because I was running so behind, but now it seems to be catching up. But it's still everything is open now. It still could go very different. So I'm playing Shakana to kind of stop his eventual kind of biotic labor shenanigans. Shakana will charge up with virus counters every time I run R&D, but when there are 3 on it, then scoring agendas costs 1 advancement thing more. So biotic labor wouldn't help with scoring out of hand. All right, Alex, money's up pretty well with his Melange Mining Corp thing. I'm also modding up pretty well because I use Katie Jones, and then I'm using same old thing. What will I get, Nick?
You're gonna get the Levy AR lab access.
Yes, because I discarded it earlier, and this was my last chance, I think, because I already used 2 same old things, I think. That was my last chance to shuffle my deck, my discard pile into my deck and start a new game, so to speak. But now my rig is all set up, so all my deck is just the sweet events and everything. All of my breakers are out, or everything is out.
Oh, inside job.
What will be the last click I use this turn?
Dirty laundry.
I think I will do something like Maker's Eye.
Oh, Maker's Eye.
Bam!
Do you have enough to get through? Oh,
Yeah, no problem. Getting through, although it is a little bit taxing now, especially with Eli. Eli is pretty nice taxing ice.
Yeah.
And I get to see 3 cards. And I'm seeing dealer hands.
Boom.
I'm seeing, and that's it. And I'm seeing it another agenda.
Boom! Very well done. Oh,
so
man.
yes. Oh, but what a bad luck. He had 2 biotic labors, and there were 3 agendas on top of his R&D. If he had just drawn 1 more time, he would have gotten 2 agendas in his paw.
I think that this just goes to show that cheaters always win.
Shut up, Nick. To be perfectly honest, it was my flawless game, and there's not going to be too many Zuluets wins after this. I can already spoil it a little bit,
Because you spent all of your karma on this game.
I spent all of my cheating skills on this game. Alright, so we're moving on to the second game. What kind of runner do you think is Alex running?
I'm hoping for Wizard, but I'm going to guess McCaffrey.
McCaffrey? You're hoping for Wizard?
Yeah, I'm always hoping for Wizard.
You are an Anarch fan.
Grendel? Are you playing your Grendel deck?
I am not playing my Grendel, I'm playing Cerebral Imaging.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. So my hand size is equal to the amount of credits I have in my bank. And the opponent is playing Noise.
Noise. Another Anarch.
Another Anarch. It's close to your favorite wizard, but not quite there.
I only like Wizard. I don't like any of the other Anarchs. Most of the things that I go for are criminals.
So you either way, you are a lawless criminal. Lawless.
That's true.
Chaotic criminal.
I am chaotic neutral. That's what I am.
There certainly are. So Noise.
What? He just bought 1 billion black sleeves. Come on, man.
So Noise's ability is that every time he installs a virus, I have to discard a card, right?
I thought every time you install a virus, it gets 1 token.
Nah, that's his the console of the Anarchs.
Oh, you're right.
So he basically mills me. No, I have to discard a card from my hand. Yes. No, I discarded not a card from my hand, but from my R&D. That's how it works. There we go. All right, so we are about to begin. I am installing an ice.
Not ground. Ice.
Ice. And
Watch
then
this. It'll be funny. That's his flavor text.
oh, okay. I was like, what is Nick trying to prepare here?
Awkward.
What is going to be funny? What is Nick doing? All right, so this is a hedge fund going on from my side there, and nothing else. And then Alex is playing a sure gamble.
Easy mark.
Easy mark is not that great.
It is 1 less, and you can use it if you're in dire straits. It is a far more beneficial card.
So Alex runs my R&D, doesn't find anything there. He runs HQ, he finds an Eli in front of my HQ.
A parasite, uh-oh.
And pulls a parasite on my Eli. Now, what are we forgetting here right now?
You need to discard a card.
Yes.
Man,
Well,
you are a cheating cheater.
and then he plays a Djinn, so he can get those viruses easily.
Jin, not a virus.
Mandatory draw playing...
Cerebral Imaging.
no, that's not subliminal messaging.
Or subliminal messaging. Oh.
These names are so interchangeable, aren't they?
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night, so my brain isn't working as well as it should.
Brain. And then I'm getting monies, and that's it. And then Alex puts a token, of course, on his parasite. So now the parasite slowly eats away at my Eli, degrades the strength of Eli. Alex runs on R&D, still unprotected, but finds nothing there.
So close.
Alright, so I am just drawing up cards, a mandatory draw there. Thinking what to do, playing a restructure. Ah, yes.
Did I see
money.
a Heimdall in your hand?
Nah,
That's not a Heimdall.
No, that's not a Heimdall. Sadly, I wouldn't be that cool.
Only I am that stupid.
You're the only one playing this card.
Yeah, just the deck that I made has 2 Heimdalls and 2 Wotans.
Alright, so I'm getting... what am I getting? I'm getting more cards. Because now, of course, I have like a lot of money. I have like 15 money. So and my hand size is 15 now, so I can have a lot of cards on my hand. More tokens on that virus. Virus slowly eating away Eli. Now he will remember that we should have discarded the card. So I'm doing it right now, and I'm doing it 2 more times because he plays 2 data suckers. Ugh.
Oh, man. Oh, he ran on your archives.
And he runs on the archives, so this was a little bit of a disadvantage for me right now because there was 3 cards instead of 2 cards in the archives.
And he's going to put a token on and kill it, right?
Yeah, so he runs on my HQ, and then he uses data sucker tokens that he just got to kill Eli completely, and then he sees a card, but it is a shipment from Sansan, and Eli is dead.
Uh-oh, you just... No, that's not a legend.
Thinking what to do now. There's a lot of decisions now. So I'm playing a blue level clearance. For 2 clicks, I get 2 cards and 5 money, or I pay 3 money, I think. I forgot.
2 costs. It costs 2 credits. You gain 5.
So
and draw 2.
So you get 3 money and you get 2 cards for 2 clicks.
Not too shabby. I mean, if you're having trouble in your hand, why not?
You get cards and you get money at the same time. That's kind of nice.
I think it is a better card for next design.
Everything is better for next design.
Everything's better. No, it's not. Only a fool would play the decks that I've created, and I am a fool.
I don't know. Don't feel so bad, man. Good being experimental. I mean, look at me, how I'm doing here right now. I'm a little bit struggling right now. All right, Cerebral Imaging being played because I think my opponent hasn't run or something. I don't know. Or maybe I had not Cerebral Imaging. Now I use
subliminal messaging.
Subliminal messaging. I'm getting subliminal messagings back.
I have broken your brain.
And my Eli was replaced by another ice. We decide to put the subliminal messagings in the separate pile, so I don't have to look for it. Hedge fund, moneying up.
Hedge fund also. I think that Beanstalk royalties is much better.
Not for me right now because I'm filthy rich, so I can afford any kind of card.
That's true. For the corporation, it may be better because the corporation has a lot more ways to generate funds quickly. I guess the runner decks that I create are always poor. So in my head, I think that Easy Mark is better than a hedge fund or than Sure Gamble.
Speaking of the runner being not being poor anymore, Alex just played a liberated account.
Ooh.
6 credit cost. It gets 16 credits on the card, and with each click, he can get 4 credits down from the card. So it's like a supersized Armitage code busting.
Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't run, so I get the subliminal messagings. Look at how many cards I have in my hand right now.
So many. And you need more. You need more.
It feels like cheating. Drawing even more cards.
This is the identity that has the 1 turn 7-point win.
Technically, yes, but I don't think I can pull one of those off with this deck. It's not designed to do that kind of tricky stuff. Maybe if I had enough money and enough cards, maybe I could pull this off.
All you need is $13 and 13 cards, and you can win the game. You don't even care about your R&D. You're like, whatever. Everything in my hand is what I need.
I get the whole world in my hand.
I've never played that deck against as somebody other than you, though.
All right. Things are happening. Biotic labor, and I poop out a Project Vitruvius. Not over advanced, just a regular vanilla 2-point agenda for 3 advancement things.
He's getting his suite out.
He's getting out
Mimic and a Corroder.
Mimic and a Corroder, indeed. And he runs on my R&D, and he finds a hive there.
The hive, and it only has 2 in the runs now, doesn't it?
It has 3 now because it usually has 5, and then for every advancement point, every score point I have, it once removed. So it has 3 now.
For some reason, I thought Vitruvius was 3.
So it is strength 3 and has 3 things. All right, he runs and he finds priority requisition for 3 points on top of my library. Ouch!
Hurts.
Runs again. He runs again, breaks it with Corroder again. And he finds... There we go! Project Vitruvius for 2 points. 5 points in 1 turn. Pretty effective.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, Alex. Good job indeed.
Get that cheater out of there.
Alright, I'm playing a subliminal messaging I had on my hand. Drawing up cards. That's what a mandatory draw. And then I am drawing a card. I think I know what's coming. Do you see it?
I do.
It's the giraffe. I'm going to play the giraffe, I think.
I hope that you show him all of your cards.
That would be great. No, I'm showing just 5 cards, so I'm showing...
Here's 10
Archive
cards.
Memories, the shipment from Sansan, shipment from Sansan, and shipment from Sansan. So he knows that I have a lot of shipment from Sansan and a lot of Archive Memories on my hand. Not very useful knowledge, but I get 10 monies.
Oh man. What? Parasite?
I think he's using Gen to get something out.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Parasite, here it comes.
Parasite, he's thinking, Parasite, there we go. I have to discard the cards. Come on, are we remembering this? Come on, guys.
Parasite, he hasn't installed it yet. Parasite and Data Sucker are an amazing combo.
All right, we dispense with a deck cutting by now. All right, I discard. Yes, I do discard. And then he puts it on Hive. So
Goodbye, Hive.
Parasite is now eating through the Hive. And he runs on it and kills Hive with the Data Sucker tokens. But there is no more agendas on top of R&D, luckily for me. I mean, this game can go very quickly when the R&D is all exposed like this.
I'm amazed. You have not drawn a whole lot of ice.
I have not installed a lot of ice. Maybe I have a lot of ice. I don't know why I'm being so. Look, there's some more ice.
Come on, install it. There you go.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe yes. All right, protecting R&D a little bit firmer. The thing is, like, with Cerebral Imaging, you kind of like are reluctant to rest too much ice, because then you will maybe have to discard, you know?
Yeah.
And also, you kind of want to have this money because all this, your winning strategies involve you spending like a ridiculous amount of money in one turn. You know, with biotic labors and stuff like that. Alright, so he plays the Grimoire. This is the card that gets you virus tokens when you install something.
Ah, there we are. Okay.
And I'm getting subliminal messaging money, and I'm drawing a mandatory draw. There's a nice pile of cards in my hand right now, and drawing even more. I love Cerebral Imaging. It seems so broken.
I think my hand is just going to be my deck now.
Yeah. Thinking because I have a lot of cards that I can use to get things back from my discard pile. So I'm looking a little bit through my discard pile because I don't have enough cards on my hand. Clearly.
The only problem with this is if you start spending money, if he forces you to spend money, the next turn is going to be very hard for you.
Yeah. Account siphons is devastating with this one.
Yeah.
Especially at the beginning of the game. Alright, so I'm icing up even more. That's good. Alex not running a lot, even though he has pretty good Breaker Suite out right now and a lot of Data Sucker tokens.
Uh-oh, that's the R&D one.
Oh no, he gets out a medium. This will be a problem. It gets it gets a token every time he runs on R&D, and then for every token over 1, he gets to see one more card. So at some point he gets to see a lot of cards on R&D. He runs on archives. I think about resing. So I know that there's an Ichi 1.0 there, and I'm thinking if this will, it won't stop him, and it will cost me a lot of money to res this.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he's not getting any free runs, and he will have to use some Data Sucker tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And some money, especially. I mean, it's 3 subroutines on Ichi 1.0. So yeah, I decided to res it anyway. Ichi 1.0, 4 strength sentry, trash, and the third routine is trace 1 for attack and brain damage. So yeah, obviously he doesn't want any of those 3 things to happen. So he breaks all of 3 subroutines. He uses the Data Sucker token, and he gets to access the hidden cards there, but there was no agendas there. He keeps me honest, though. Keeps me honest.
You just drew an agenda, but I can't tell which one it is.
It is Project Withdraw Views.
Ah.
But I'm kind of like I don't really know. That's the problem. I haven't been playing this deck for a lot of time. I played it a couple of times, but I'm not really very familiar with this. So I'm not exactly sure, what my winning strategy is. I probably should have scored that Project Withdraw Views much earlier.
Yeah.
I think I have more. Yeah, I have a priority requisition there. I think I'm trying to get like a priority requisition out. But I think I'm going to start scoring other agendas earlier. That's the problem also with Cerebral Imaging. Like, most of the interesting stuff happens on your hand. So when we're filming this, we don't see like a lot of the decisions being made throughout this game. All right, Alex is running on R&D. He wants to get in there. He wants to use his medium. Makes sense. It's very destructive if he gets in there. I res a Victor 2.0. He doesn't have a code gate breaker. Oh. So both fire, so it's end run, and the trace is started. That if the trace succeeds, then he gets a brain damage. Well, the card gets a token, and then it can give him brain damage at any given point. It's kind of like a weird, complicated thing. He decides to pay to get through the trace, and so there is no tokens being made. But I stopped him at least.
Ooh, this is you don't see AP ice that often.
Anti-personal, the ones that hurt people are APIs. All right, so there's probably something going on with the biotech labors very soon. I'm thinking of how to pull this off. I do have a lot of money, but not too much. If I use 2 biotech labors, I will be, at 0. I would have to discard a lot. So I'm thinking maybe using a reclamation order to get some money cards out of my discard pile. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, I think. A reclamation order, 2 clicks, 1 money, and I'm getting what are you laughing at?
2 clicks, 1 money.
I'm getting 2 restructures back on my hand. I'm playing one of them immediately.
That's like 2 girls, 1 cup.
Nice reference. Sick reference, bro.
Sick reference.
Your references are the best. Everyone knows that.
Oh, right. Discarding corrode. Another corroder.
Mimic, you mean? Oh, there's a corroder there as well. I think I'm a little bit behind with your video, Nick. Alright, I'm thinking what to do next. I'm drawing up more cards. He didn't run, so I'm getting the credits from subliminal messaging. Playing another restructure. I am well stocked with money now. I think my strat can work out next turn. Playing a green level clearance as well to top it off. I think he should have make me res more ice. I think he could have run on HQ to res that ice.
Yeah, but I mean, he's only got $2. He's having a lot of money problems.
That's true.
I keep calling it dollars. I don't mean to. Oh, the fancy Katie Jones.
All right, the Katie Jones comes out. Alternate out Katie Jones. He clicks her immediately. I think he's been waiting for her.
Yeah.
And discards some cards because he drew a lot. I am getting back to subliminal messagings and I'm playing them out again. All right, so now comes the turn. Watch this, Nick. Watch this.
Boom.
First click, biotech labor. Then another biotech labor. Now I have 5 clicks. Now I play as efficiency committee out of hand. So I pay a lot of money for this because biotech labors are 4 credits each. So 8 credits for the biotech labors and then 4 credits for the agenda, but now I have 2 points more, and then there's 3 counters on efficiency committee, and for each counter, if I use the counter and click, then I get 2 clicks. So it's like kind of like a built-in biotech labor. But if I use it, I cannot advance any agendas anymore this turn. And of course, you know how this works, Nick, right? You know the trick, right?
No, tell me the trick.
You have been using the trick yourself.
What's the trick?
The trick is to use shipment from Sansan because it doesn't advance an agenda, it puts counters on an agenda.
But does scoring count?
Score? It doesn't say you can't score, it says you can't advance.
Very nice.
So you can use this agenda to score something really, really huge out if you have enough shipment from Sansans. And I do have enough shipment from sand sands, as we saw previously. So I'm setting up this final move now. And we're gonna see in a second why I was having so much trouble. And we're gonna see some seconds that I haven't been really testing this deck because I'm really struggling with this final move now. And it should have been a little bit easier. Alright, so I'm installing a card. I'm advancing it once. 1 click left. Now I'm using the token.
You need to shipment from Sansa?
And now, how many clicks do I have now?
3, 2.
I'm using 1 again. And for some reason, I think if I use all of the counters there, I would be at 3 clicks. Because 3 counters, 3 clicks, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot to take into account that I started out with already 1 click, right? So I would have 4 clicks. But somehow that doesn't really connect, like the math eludes me, and maybe it's too early, I didn't have my coffee. I think I have 3 clicks left. And I need 4 to finish this agenda, it's priority requisition. So now I'm in this awkward position, I can't take this back anymore. I'm way too far ahead down this line, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out a different way of scoring this now. I have 3 clicks. How do I score this agenda? I need 4 advancement tokens on this.
Test your decks, everybody. Test them.
I am a stupid person, and I am thinking hard on how to pull this off. How to get with 3 clicks 4 advancement tokens on this. I'm checking my discard pile. There must be some way, right? Thinking. All right, I think I found a way. I think I found a way. Can it be? Can I pull this off? I'm counting my money. I'm figuring hard, how to do this. Oh man, so awkward. All right, doing it. Reclamation order. 1 click left. I'm getting all the biotic labors on hand. Now, I have 1 click left. I'm playing all the biotic labors out.
You've taken such a complicated way of doing this.
I know, right? So each biotic labor gives me 1 additional click. So I'm now at 4 clicks, and now I can actually play the 2 shipments from Sunset. Yes, I did this.
Very well done.
I scored the agenda with just 3 clicks. Amazing, but completely useless. So I can think my way out of my own stupidity. Yes,
well, at least it wasn't as bad as the end of the last game we talked about.
Oh yeah, it could have gone much worse, but it will go much worse in the future. So yeah, this was probably my best game from this tournament. So this will just go downhill from there. So I will spoil that much.
So we get to yell at you in the future.
Yeah, we get to yell a lot at me in the future. But it was fun playing against Alex again. We were both a little bit excited about this first game, and so we have to apologize for any mistakes that we made there. But it was a fun thing, and yeah. So I hope you join us next time when we show you the next video. Until then,
hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
wow.
Shit on me.
Wowzers.